But, the presence of God is very important. So we need to enter with that enthusiasm, to show him that we cannot do without him, to give him all the praise and all the honor, to show him that he is the Alpha and the Omega, and we cannot do without him. We need him in the service. We need him in this gathering together. We need him. So please, I just want all of us to stand up and sing a praise and worship song to show him that we are here for him, we need him, and we surrender our all to him. Praise and worship song that is very alive, that we can all sing. Wahalalela, halalela, wahalalela, halalela, modimo warona, modimo waro, watepahala, watepahala, Jehovah, watepahala, modimo waro pona, modimo warona. Let us pray. Heavenly Father, in Jesus' mighty name, Father, you are God. You are Alpha and you are Omega. You are all that is. You are the way maker. You are the one who opened the doors that no one can shut. You are I am that I am, the great I am. You are the one who was and is and will be. There is no one like you, O Lord. Father, you don't even need us to come before you because you are God all by yourself. Father, that's why we feel it is important before we can start this occasion to come before you and surrender ourselves. Father, we pray that you take absolute control, O Lord. Father, order our steps, guide and lead us, O Lord. Father, remove any fear. And Father, we cancel any plans of the devil to distract this occasion. Father, we believe in you and we trust in you. We pray that you enter into each and every speaker who will be speaking here. And Father, we let the ears that will not be open so that they can receive the message that it's about to be given today. Remove anything, any distraction, O Lord. Because as much as we are here to learn, we are here to grow, we are here to be motivated. Fill our hearts, O Lord. Fill this place, O Lord. Yakhensa xikwembu xa matimba hikuva hi nge endla handle ka wena. Ya ku dinga papa, ya ku dinga xikwembu. Ngenelela Jehova. U teka control xikwembu xa mina. Hi vito ra matimba ra Yesu Kreste vanhu va xikwembu va ku amen.
Imfuge busuku isongatlisi yonini
Thank you very much, Sister Mabunda, and thank you so much, choir. For those of you who are not well orientated to this place, if you need restrooms, it's up the stairs on the right-hand side and also on the left-hand side. If in case anyone needs anything, we do have ushers. They are identified by the red ribbons. They are wearing red ribbons. For the next item, in my language, they normally say, "Dimpia di khukilwe." But for us to be in a better place, I'll call up the stage Sister S. Mampa, attached to Student Health and Wellness Center, is our acting director. DJ, can you please give us a hot song? Thank you.
Ki provile batho ba bangwe right. What a day. A very good morning to you all. You look so beautiful, Shem. Just look at the person next to you and say you are beautiful and you are a nurse. Many people wished to belong to this noble profession, but they didn't get that opportunity. It is indeed an honor to be here as a nurse. I would like to welcome you all in this auspicious event wherein we are celebrating ourselves. Are you aware that we are celebrating ourselves today? Feel free. Let's celebrate this day to the fullest. And when we'll celebrate, let's just take a reflective journey. Individually ask ourselves to say, who am I? Why am I here? Am I relevant in this profession? And then you'll get the answer. Let's enjoy this day to the fullest. I don't want to say much. You are all welcome. This is our day. Let's celebrate it, and thank you.
Permission to enter the street. Yeah. Anyway, anyhow, you know, say you go through.
Like she'll always say that, what a welcome. Thank you very much, Sister Mampa, for that. Moving right along, next on the program, probably we are asking ourselves, why is it that we are here? We will be having Miss M.S. Maunatlala, who will tell us why are we here today. DJ, please give us a song. Thank you.
Halala Nurses Day, halala! Bontshang bophelo manese, nlese ke bophelo. Halala Nurses Day, halala. Are you happy to be here? Are you happy to be here? How Sangala the nurses, you will never come alright. How Sangala the nurses, you will never come alright. You will never come alright. You will never come alright. How Sangala the nurses, you will never come alright. How Sangala the nurses, you will never come alright. You will never come alright. You will never come alright. Halala, halala. We are here to celebrate us, like Sister Mamba said. We are here to celebrate us, but also to celebrate the noble, global noble profession that we are in. Unless you don't know, nursing is a noble profession. Because every one of us, we are here because there was a nurse before us. So everyone that you see around in the world, there was a nurse before that person can be brought to us. Starting from the 6 weeks of pregnancy until that person is a doctor or is a graduate or PhD student, I don't know. But there was a nurse who facilitated the whole process. That's why I'm saying we are here to celebrate us and then to also raise awareness to those people who don't know who is a nurse. What are the responsibilities of a nurse? What are their main responsibilities? For sure you know better than I do. And the other thing is to learn from each other. There are some people who have been nurses for quite some time, but there's that are being trained now as a nurse. So we need to establish that relationship so that we're gonna learn from each other because nursing is a dynamic. There are a lot of things that are changing every now and then. You cannot always say we used to do it like that. You need to learn from the people that are having new information. So the other thing, I think if you can look what is happening in the world. That's why we need to celebrate us and to celebrate the profession that we are now. There are some people who are sitting in the offices now. They are coming with the policies and guidelines. They are drawing up the National Strategic Plan. They are coming up with the Millennium Development Goals. But who's going to implement those ones? The nurses. They are deciding for us. And because a nurse is a very obliged or obedient citizen, we always oblige. We always do whatever they planned for us, not knowing what we are going through here. No matter their hardships, financial hardships, the nurse will always facilitate whatever they said you must do. We will always implement what we're supposed to do, no matter the hardships we are going through. Nursing is a very noble profession, but much underrated by the world. So we really need to come up to say, here we are nurses. We need to be recognized like any other profession in the world. We've got a lot of professors here, but before they can be professors, there was a nurse besides them. There was a nurse who facilitated the delivery process for them to can have 10 out of 10. They said, what is APCA score? 10-10. There was a nurse who was there to facilitate that. Because if there was no nurse, maybe the APCA score was supposed to be 2/10. Are we going to have professors here? No, but because the nurse was there, that's why we have them here. Because we make sure everything runs smoothly. That's the reason we need to pat ourselves, because many a times there's no one who said, well done. You need to say, well done. Let's do it again now. Let's do it and say, well done. You need to pat yourself, because no one is going to do that. So that's the reason we need to always celebrate us. We need to make sure that the world is going to change because of a nurse. Because no one recognizes us, then we need to do that. Let's raise awareness. Let's always look back where we come from and said, what is it that we have achieved up to so far, and what is it that we can achieve going forward? What is it that maybe we have missed that is very much important in our society and in our community? And let's go back and try to revisit all those things to say, I think we have missed here and here and here. Let's go back and replan. Remember, NS can assess. NS can assess, can plan, can implement, can evaluate. That's our responsibility. But people don't know that. They think we can just be picked up from the street and come and work as NS. They don't know we have been taught, and we are doing that very well. And we are still going to do that very well. We're not going to drop the ball anytime soon. That's the reason why we really need to celebrate ourselves. We really need to say, Mapula, well done. You did your work. Because no one was going to say that. The Nurses' Day is being celebrated annually because we are the descendants of the Florence Nightingale. When I look at you today, you really look like her. You really look like Florence Nightingale. I think wherever she is now, she's trying to turn in the grave to say, oh, my legacy still remaining. My legacy stands. So you mustn't undermine yourself. You mustn't let anything pull you down, whatever you are doing, because you are doing a great job in globally, not only in South Africa, but globally. There is no one who can do what you are doing except yourself. Like Sister Mampa said, you must ask yourself, who am I? Am I right in this profession? Am I on the right track in this profession? I know some people, they are doing nursing because they wanted to do something else, but believe you me, once you are a nurse, you will always be the nurse. Even if you didn't want to be a nurse, you can go wherever you want to go. You'll still be saying, nah, I'm a registered nurse. Even if you are a doctor, you'll always tell people, oh, nah, I was a nurse, because being a nurse is a noble profession. You must always pet yourself. Thank you very much.
That was well said. Thank you so much, sister. What's a celebration without Mokhulukwani? We are here to celebrate. Are going Mokhulukwani? Thank you for that. Next up on the program, we will have an item rendered by the first levels. Are you guys ready? All right. DJ, you can just play us a song and we stand up and dance because we are here to celebrate us.
Choices. eketanyana bolomo a re bele ka moka. Listen now. DJ bolomo.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Matebula Judy, and with me today, I'm with my first level colleagues. We are going to do a drama based on Florence Nightingale. Florence Nightingale was born on the 12th of May, 1820 in Italy. She is from a privileged family, and her parents are William Edward Nightingale and Frances Nightingale. At the age of 16, she had an occurrence whereby she met a lady who fainted and managed to help her gain consciousness. That's when she discovered that she is passionate about nursing and she wants to be a nurse.
Can you please check my results for me?
Wait, let me check your results.
Okay, I know that I nailed it, Shem. MNSB, my thing, okay?
Can your marks are bad?
My marks are bad? What do you mean my marks are bad?
I mean, you got 5%, Kara.
I got 5%? There's no way, no, let me see.
With 5%.
No, let me see. I got 5%?
I'm sorry,
No.
I'm sorry, it's gonna be
No.
fine. Are you okay?
My mom, help!
Guys, help! What happened to her? Was it 12%? Bring water, bring water. Are you okay? Let's see.
I got a 5%!
It's okay. It happens. Let's try to stand up. It's okay, ma'am. It's okay. It will be fine. It's okay. Guys, why did you come to help?
She went home and sat her parents down and told them that she wants to be a nurse, and they disagreed without discussion, telling her that she's degrading them because being a nurse is just being a servant who cleans up after people. They had an argument and they ended up disowning her.
Mother, father,
Here's my daughter.
guess what happened today?
What happened?
Today, as I was with my friends, there was a lady who fainted in front of me, and I really helped her.
Oh, wow, that's very nice of you, my daughter.
It is. And therefore, mother, father, I think that God has given me a job which I am best fitted for, which is to be a nurse. With your permission, may I please study nursing?
You want to study, Florence? No daughter of mine would do such.
Florence,
You come from a royal family. And as a girl from a royal family, you have to stay focused.
Do you know
Marry
my
a
standards?
rich man.
you
Not
know the
serve people
influence
your
I have
whole
in the
life.
society. After everything I've done for you, after guiding you through philosophy, literature, and history, that's how you're thinking me. Florence, do you want to spend the rest of your life nursing the poor and the sick? Is that the life you want to live?
Are you listening to your father?
Do you know how your peers are in your level? They are nurses, they are doctors. When I want to be a nurse, I'm very frustrated. Florence, go, I don't want to see you. I'm very frustrated.
She cried to her room and thought about her life. She then took a decision of fleeing to Germany to study nursing. She arrived and started attending at the Protestant Deaconess Kaiserswerth, where she met other pioneers like Mary Clark and Mary Jane Sicko.
For sure, you had everything, right? So I'm gonna ask one of you, and in fact, you should raise your hands, so that when I ask what is nursing, you're gonna introduce yourself, who you are, and what is your name, and explain what is nursing. Okay? So, ladies and gentlemen, of course, what is nursing? Yes, my dear. Nursing is all about cleaning after people's death. That's right. Yeah, just made for others. Any other ideas? Okay, so now I'm going to choose. You, what is nursing? Oh, nursing is all about money. Anyone?
My name is Florence Nightingale, and I believe that a nurse is a caregiver who not only possesses technical skills, but they also possesses empathy, compassion, and dedication. Being a nurse is about making your patient your first priority, your first consideration. Being a nurse is about providing home to those who are far away from their homes. It's about providing love and comfortability to your patient, and that is a true nurse. Thank you.
Now that was a nursing etiquette, not ship's techniques. Class dismissed.
Yes, Paz. Florence graduated and became a professional nurse amongst her classmates. Then the Crimean War started. Soldiers are badly injured and some are dying.
One, two. Do you copy? We need medical assistance. Two soldiers are down. We have two soldiers that are down. We have 4 that are injured. We need medical assistance as soon as possible. Do you copy?
Florence took it upon herself to go and help the injured soldiers. When she got there, she had other nurses who were volunteering to help nurse the soldiers. And the nurses took the soldiers to a better and healthier environment.
Guys, be fast. Fundo.
Florence was using her own money to buy white linen and all the nursing equipment they needed. While nursing the soldiers, they applied the nursing environmental theory of keeping the wards clean, giving their patients clean water, and also checking on them at night using a lamp so that she does not disturb the others while they're sleeping.
The room in which patients are in has to be well ventilated. We keep the room well ventilated by opening up the windows to allow some fresh air. The noise should be minimized so that we do not disturb the sleep of the patient. I'm walking around working a lamp so that I do not disturb the sleep of the patient.
After a few weeks, the soldiers recovered and most of them gladly went home to their families. And Florence Nightingale was happy and proud of her work.
Thank you, our nurses. You guys, we thank you for your compassion, your hard work, all your dedication. You guys are true leaders. You guys are true heroes. We thank you.
Now the nursing profession was recognized and taken serious because of the good work that Florence and the other nurses have done. Even her parents started to support her in her profession.
Nursing is an art, and if it is to be made an art,
it requires exclusive devotion, as hard a preparation as any painter's or sculptor's work. What it is having to do with the dead canvas, the dead marbles, compared to it, what is it having to do with the living body, the temple of God's Spirit? It is indeed one of the fine arts. Being a nurse is about doing what no one can in a way that nobody can, and in spite of all we can do. We thank you.
Tlogela mona. Colleagues. DJ, wait. Colleagues, tlogela mona. Can we all stand up and give a round of applause, please? Thank you so much. That was so profound, compassionate, and then dedicated. We really appreciate your role play, colleagues, from first level. Thank you so much. DJ, perhaps you can give us a song so that we can all stand and dance before we can get on to the program. Thank you. Just one song so that we can all stand and dance. Thank you, Mr. DJ. Thank you, colleagues. Colleagues, quickly, can I do the roll call? Just to acknowledge our guest speakers, our visitors from clinics, from hospitals, from our sister college or another nursing education institution. We would like to acknowledge Dr. Molepo from the college. Dr. Molepo, can you stand up and wave so that... Thank you, colleagues. And then we also do have other colleagues from Nobody representative. Sister Matladia, I can see you. Can you stand up, please? Is there anyone from Mankweng Clinic? Oh. Can you stand up, please? Sorry, sister. Anyone from Makanye Clinic? Mamotwa Clinic? Mankweng Hospital? colleagues from health center, colleagues from nursing department, colleagues from first year, colleagues from second level, colleagues from third year, okay, colleagues from fourth year, our honorable guest speaker from Denosa, leadership, my co-program directors, beautiful, handsome, ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome. Thank you so much. Can we allow Sister Matladi to ascend the stage and just to give us a message of support? And she will be standing for Department of Health and Mangweng Hospital, including the local clinics. Thank you.
Thank you, the program director, the organizers of this event. This is so lovely. I'm looking at these young nurses. They are reminding me of myself, you know, some 20-something years back. So, as Mr. Nto has introduced me, I'm Sister Matladi, the operational manager of Nobody Clinic. It's just unfortunate. The department has also organized an international nurses conference, which has started today. That's why most of the people who you have invited are not here. So we really apologize, and I think as Nobody, we are representing all of them who did not manage to come here. Hala, la nurses halala. Hala, la young nurses halala. Yeah, today proved to me to say, really, when you are a nurse, if you are a nurse, you should be ready 24 hours. I was on Lorry, now I'm off duty. You know, I came here as a visitor. Here I am, they said, just give us some few words. And what I'm going to say will be just coming out of my heart, from my mind. Thank you so much, Mr. Nto. On behalf of all the educators or facilitators, thank you for the hard work that you are giving to our young nurses. Our future, our nurses, our future, we are looking at you. The fourth year students, we are really looking at you. I am representing, you know, PHC mostly because I'm at PHC level. And that's where we are having challenges. Those who have a lag to be allocated at Nobody Clinic, they know. From first day when they come, we really, in practice, indicate what a nurse is, not in theory. You know, the walk, the attire, you know, the speaking, everything says a lot about you. They know. I don't want to meet a student who will be, you know, arrogadieta. No. We can't have such nurses. They know. Look at me, tell others. You know, when we're saying a nurse, we are referring to someone who will be lifting his or her chin up and taking the steps, you know, taking the walk. Yes. So, at the PHC level, we are having shortages of nurses. That's reality. Our system, we are experiencing a shortage of human resource. That's one thing for sure. COVID-19 added, challenges to whatever we had previously. People retired, we lost our loved ones. The system was not filled up. So we are looking at you. When the theme says our nurses, our future, now I'm looking at you as our future nurses. So we are not looking at future nurses that will bring challenges to us or to add on challenges that we are already having. I can assure you the department is crying every day. Why? Because the system is filled up with people like they were indicating Gara the scenario. They are there just for money. Because the university, I did not manage to meet the criteria or Kitsanegara this stream, then I ended up Kitsanagara the nursing stream. We don't want such nurses. The reason being, I indicated, or the department is currently crying. They are paying millions and billions and trillions kabagala di medical legal hazards. Why we are not having these passionate, these dedicated nurses who understands why are they in the healthcare system. So young nurses, I'm looking at you as innocent as you are, as beautiful as you are. Please develop this professionalism within this noble profession that you have chosen so that when you go out of this university, you become the nurses who will impact on the communities. The theme is talking something about the economic power of care. Can we say really we have the economic power if the little that we are having, we are using it to pay for the mistakes that are being done by humans now? No, we cannot say that. So my motivation today, or my words from me to you today, especially you, the student nurses, is that let's grow within this noble profession. Let's love it. Let's develop this love. Let's understand what you are going to be the eyes of those who cannot see. You're going to be the mouth of those who cannot speak for themselves. You're going to be the legs or the feet of those who cannot walk. So your attitude will determine the quality of care that you're going to provide for all these people. So we need quality care to our patients. If you come to my facility, if you don't know that I'm an operational manager, you'll not notice that until they show you, there's the operational manager. Why? My attitude is that of a nurse, not of an operational manager. I'm not a manager, they know. I am a nurse within my facility. So we need such attitude. The attitude, you must mind to go and ask, what is wrong? What is the problem? Not about Chabager, Florence Nightingale, help. They run away. They get into the cubicles and then they peep to see, is there anybody attending to that patient now? No. And we have developed a culture to say within my facility, if there's an emergency, we ring a siren. And if you did not report where the siren was ringing, we need to know where were you. So that's the culture that we are building, to say we are there to care. We are there, to be concerned about everybody who enters within the territory that we are working at. Nurses, I will be proud to see one of you, being awarded a best award, especially in the practical areas, not the theoretical ones, not that you have achieved 90% theory, but the best one who conducted himself or herself better within the practical setting. That's the one that I will encourage from even the educators to say, I'm challenging you to say within the awards that you're giving or you are awarding to the learners, I will motivate that we have the ones that specifically talk about, the attitude, the behavior, and the skills portrayed by this learner at the practical area. so that we show them that in nursing, theory is needed. I'm still a student myself, so continuous learning is needed. But what's needed most is your skills practically, to provide care to our patients. So, as I indicated, or I did not prepare, this comes out of my mind, my heart. I think this is the little message that I'll leave you with today. So, young nurses, make us proud. Young nurses, we are counting on you. Young nurses, we are looking at you, and we see that our future might be bright. So, indeed, make us proud, make our country proud, make our province proud, make South Africa proud by honoring this noble profession that you have chosen, and by providing, quality care wherever you are. And with those few words from me to you, bye. That's it.
Sister Matlali, indeed you have articulated yourself like a nurse, not as like an operational manager. We appreciate that. Thank you so much. Colleagues, without any waste of time, I would like to call on stage the second level to come and render us an item. Thank you, colleagues.
I don't have any letters either.
Yeah, it's fine. Let's do it together.
Well, I hope y'all are still doing okay. Well, in front of you is Petla Lesego along with
Moloko Mintobi.
We're doing second level, and behind us our colleagues. We're here to render our item, which is a poem by our lovely Miss Chilizi.
Thank you. Okay. Known as the lady with the lamp, she went across from bed to bed, in hospitals and zones of war, to heal the sick and bandage the wounds, from dawn to dusk and through the night. With a smiling face that made all bright, the founder of nursing stock had left her hundreds of flock to render loving care for all, diseased and sick, in throes of death, awaiting exit from this earth to where suffering has no birth. May nurses all follow her call to render the service globally to patients diseased and distressed in times of war and times of peace, and make an earth a paradise for just a paltry price. When all your loved ones are gone and you are waiting for the doctor to come, I'm the one you are getting angry at.
'cause you see me coming around. Instead of hating you or getting mad at you, I try to show you how to understand. Yes, I'm the one with a white uniform, a nurse with a caring nature, who has compassion and empathy for others, and advocateness that an ultimate goal on this earth is for the best human race. Though I'm not the one who prescribed medicine, I'll serve you with a tender, loving care. I'll sit close beside you. I'll listen to your complaints, sufferings, and pains. Somehow I may take away all your fears. For me, that's something I should be proud of. We have to remember those who care, even those who push needles and check the pressure. The nurse is a real patient handler, the skilled professional and comfort giver, to make sure and regulate. Day in, day out, nurses in the front line, putting themselves at risk by nursing the sick. It is a very sad thing that both you and me, they are underappreciated and overworked. Frequently they are criticized and often overlooked. This world grows better day by day because some nurse in her little sphere put on the apron and laugh and sing, taking temperature and giving the pills to rid mankind's and numbless ill, feeding the helpless and answering the bells, being polite with the heart that rebels. Where would all of us be without dedicated nurses in our lives? Yes, nurses among the redeemed deserved to wear golden crowns and jewels, to adorn their hair with what robes that righteousness they will wear. Their service are with dedication, their service with human. They are lying in hardships, they suffer the pain in their heart. Nurses, they try to soothe with smile. They know the human value. A nursing job is a real dedication. I know one poem can't change the healthcare system, and I truly do love being a nurse, but I get anxious working in the doors every day of my job, knowing the criticism I'm going to receive. I even wonder if this is the day I get killed, and it should not be like that. The world can't go on since nurses. The profession must noble stay and bestow love that patients needs by selfless service without greed. Without the nursing profession, the world can't boost of all health for all trying times. 2024, the year of nurses and midwives, will win the war brought against by deadly diseases. We are the one who believes in miracles. With our soft and gentle voices, we bring you love and hope, render you our skillful care, and show you our priceless smiles. We are the one to stand, comfort, and care for you. To all nurses today, let fame and fortune come your way. All nurses join me just to say a truly happy Nurses Day. Thank you.
Okay, let's bye-bye.
Talent is what we serve. And with that, we would like to say thank you.
How? Let's have you now. Oh, what is that? How? Repeat. DJ, I was sorry, Kamanyalo mo. Kamanyalo mo. Marriage no over place. What am I right? Arga sora line the last tiger. Profu battery.
Mulita Israel. Mulita Israel.
Alright, DJ. How? DJ alo khutsofala. Ba ka papa rulana. Ke gole ka mo khwe fapeng la ka go ba xipelane. Ba ra ka papa rulana. Mr. DJ. Rala Mr. DJ. Lihat baru banyak kas komod. Kaya ko lebo, lesa fela pelo, resaya. Ya eme mo pela ka lena ke sogana le letele le botse la go tswa sepitse se re leng ka tseta la mo go ju ba re setetse mo go duma bana ba chipe ba nape ba ra go ke thawa tse go lo ratana le go etela ba re nna re bana ba khoshi ba pela ka le leshidi ba bo sekhetisa mo molo ba se ba ga le tlhogana tubatsi ke ga la bo ke tswa ga phahla magaji go nna awa ba re na le keynote speak la etsa keynote speaker gore ke eng mara a le tsebe re na le keynote speaker introduction of keynote speaker that will be done by Mr. Mbombi. DJ o tswa ka kwa xipelane jwa tse go bala gore DJ my ladies DJ Mr. Mbombi can ascend the stage or ka fo mswara ka itele chana o etla
Mare, imnandi lento. Kumnandi la. Yeah, program directors, HODs, director of the health center, staff from the health center, staff from the Department of Nursing, our stakeholders who are supporting our student learning from different clinical facilities, student nurses, and other members that are supporting nurses today. Abshin, Tovela, Nda. Good morning. Yeah, so I've been requested to do a minor item here, which is to introduce our guest. So they've given me a small paper that I should read so that you have an idea who our guest is, what it's all about. Ladies and gentlemen, our guest speaker has different academic qualifications, and it should be a great honor to be having this kind of an icon in our midst. He acquired a diploma in comprehensive nursing care from Sovenga Nursing College. I'm not gonna tell you years. And he also acquired a certificate in primary health care from South African Military Health Service Academy. Mashole, Alawamu. And he also has a dispensing course certificate, which he obtained it from University of Limpopo. I think it was University of the North then, in 2003. And he holds also a Bachelor of Governance, Administration and Development certificate from UNISA, which he obtained it in 2015. Ladies and gentlemen, learning never exhausts the mind. Our guest speaker is still currently busy with the BA in Social Science, specializing in occupational studies with University of KZN. During his working experience, he acquired also HIV and AIDS voluntary counseling and testing certificate from Department of Health and Social Welfare, and this was in 2005. And he also attended different workshops, which also include antiretroviral treatment, which was organized also by Department of Health and Social Welfare. He also holds a certificate of HIV/AIDS couple counseling. Should you need counseling, you can contact him after. He also has a certificate for prevention of mother-to-child transmission and feeding counseling for HIV and AIDS, and this was also organized by Department of Health and Social Welfare. Ladies and gentlemen, our guest speaker also worked as an acting operational manager. And this was in 2005 with A Mamavulo Clinic. You know A Mamavulo, most of you. We send you there for clinical learning. And he also worked as a deputy manager with Molepo Clinic, and this was in 2000. And he was a senior professional nurse at the same clinic, Molepo Clinic, from 1998 to 2000. This is when you were seeing the word, ne? Most of us. 2000, yeah. And then he was also a professional nurse at Mangwen Hospital from 1998. I think he lasted only a year there. We don't know why he left. He will tell us. Ladies and gentlemen, he is a member of South African Nursing Council, which he joined from 1998 to date. He was a shop steward for Dinosa. You know Dinosa? Yes, in 2001. And he became a chairperson for Dinosa within Capricorn District, a deputy chairperson, in 2012 to 2015. And then in 2015 to 2019, he was a provincial full-time shop steward again for Dinosa. And currently, which the position he occupied from 2019 to date, is a provincial chairperson for Dinosa. He also acted as a national negotiator. He's also part of the Limpopo Chamber. He's a chairperson of Limpopo Chambers, and then also a deputy chairperson of Limpopo Province of COSATU. You know COSATU? Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me an honor to welcome Mr. L. Munyaki. Can we give him a round of applause as he ascends the stage?
Observed the protocol that is taking care of us. Yeah, Mbombia tseburu chorichi akaita bachela bari bolela. But thank you very much. Mine is not much that I'm going to say, because the drama or the show has taken part of what I was going to talk to you about. The poem has done justice to my speech. Sister Matadi, I don't know why Salvajari, she's my student. Okay, no Salon. She has done a great job, and Sister Nakamzvakala Spono, no one copy Jakatlase. Sister Mampa, Some of the bus there belongs to me, but it's on a lighter note. So let me clarify issues before I go any further. The International Council of Nurses is a body, it's an international body that makes sure that nursing globally is at its best standard. Now, people will wonder why Dinosa Kionokari is taking the whole space, sir, International Nurses Day. I'm standing here on behalf of, as a deployee from ICN, because no one can unpack what I'm going to say from ICN unless if you ever are a member of ICN. By the virtue of saying I'm a DINOSA member, a DINOSA leader at both the provincial and the national level, then I'm allowed to deliberate and articulate on the package of the ICN. Because in this country, it's only DINOSA that is affiliated to that body. And in partnership with the Department of Health. That's why the Department of Health spoke here. That is what I wanted to clarify. So that if there is any International Nurses Day that is arranged somewhere, and a particular person wants to talk to what the ICN has said, they will be contravening if ever they are not members. This is what I wanted to clarify. Those who knows me better, I'm trapped today. I think Baba Ntsebanki Mutwadi Jini Liditeki, because I'm a shop steward. So I'm trapped here, I'm in a tie. It will affect my articulation. Because almost every time when I'll be speaking to you, I'll be interchangeably using colleague and comrades. And sometimes I will say, Amanda! Amanda! That is my language. So firstly, allow me to congratulate and welcome the students that are in this world, who are in few years will be joining the profession. I used to challenge these nurses, these older nurses, but have you ever had a meeting with your daughter, your son, young children, those who are close to you, and try to encourage them to be nurses? It will be only 1% who will say, yes, we do that. Because this profession, like the poet has said, it needs a courageous person. You must be resistant. There is a difference between being waterproof and water resistant. If you are waterproof, it means you might not get wet. But should you get wet, something worse will happen. But if you are water resistant, whether you get wet or you don't get wet, you will always flourish. So you must be resistant to these critics if you want to be a nurse who's on a level sister mampa banele kikule sister matladia fokujami ngwaga 20 something wakeja it's more than 30 years. I'm not exposing anything here. So students, I want to welcome you to the profession. I've been in the profession for quite some time and I don't regret anything. And I think I'll die a nurse. This is not a political speech. Politicians will say I'll never what, but in few minutes they're somewhere else. So why am I saying we want you to hang in there? Because it's possible to arrive safely where we are. Let me share you a story, just a small story before I get into details. I was at a particular point where I saw young kids, man, around 18, 19, 20, somewhere there. They were just talking, and I was passing by. I was interested in their speech. They were comparing and making fun of other professions. And nursing happened to be the profession that was mostly taken. I mean, they took a lot of negative things about it. So I said, no, let me take them head on. Banaba, babula yuanga profession yak. Then I said to them, boys and girls, let me just tell you. Chances are, when your mother and father were discussing your conception, I was there. At some times, your mother and father couldn't conceive you. I assisted them. I'm the first one to tell them that your mother is pregnant. I was the first one to hear your fetal heart. I took care of you until I told your mother that on this date, possibility, you will give birth to a person. I never knew that it was going to be yourself talking like this. When you were delivered, when your mother was in labor, I was with your mother, encouraging your mother, making sure that your mother gives a child that will score the 10-10 that was talked earlier upon here. I'm the first one who saw you. I didn't know that you were going to behave like that. Your mother didn't see you before myself. I'm the person who made you to breathe. And you're going to be ill sometimes, and I'm still going to take care of you. I'm going to be the last person to close your eyes. And then the party came to an end. Then I moved away. I'm saying this, even those that were academic profession arena. People are talking a lot about nursing, and they are not nurses. They're interfering in nursing, but they are not nurses. We're giving them a warning that time will come, will remind you. Being the National Nursing Association like DUNOSA that represents South Africa at the International Council of Nurses, we are always honored to host International Nurses Day with our nursing community, government and stakeholders. This year's theme, it's our nurses, our future, the economic power of care. I think it's written on your pamphlets. So we're going to dwell much on why are we saying nursing has the power of care. In the society. I'm happy to be bringing and unpacking this ICN theme with the University of Limpopo. Like it's University of the North. Now it's University of Limpopo. The main focus of 2024 theme is on the economic power to care. Economists gave evidence that investing in nursing and nurses for improved health outcomes and for better economic growth. Experts, I think in this university you've got the Faculty of Commerce, the Faculty of Economists, they will tell you better, and even the research. A healthy society participates effectively in the economic growth of the country. The economics further confirms that poor health costs the global economy at least 15% of the GDP. This means if we are ill, we are likely not to participate in the economy. But once you are healthy, if we are healthy, we can do that assignment. If we are healthy, we can make sure that those patients are also healthy. And the government does not have to spend a lot on on health-related issues. They said I must account why did I not stay a long time in Mankweng Hospital. And this is the reason. I was worried to always see patients who are terminally and acutely ill. And I had this in mind that these things can be prevented. I was very good in midwifery, I can tell you. Very excellent in midwifery. And some of the managers in Mankweng, they thought they will place me in a maternity or upstate. But I didn't like midwifery. It's just that I was very good in midwifery. But when I was pushed to go to midwifery, I said, no. But actually, I'm not a curative nurse. I'm a preventative nurse. Then I went to primary health care. 1 year, the following year, comrade, I must declare. Comrade, I jumped the line. Then I went to do specialty in primary health care. Yeah, because there is no need to take Sister Matadi, who is 57-year-old, to school. I work a specialty, I work 2 years, and I be like, I will use her because she's the one who is just in front and others. So I became a specialty nurse at a very young age. And I also did precepting course and taught primary healthcare students because I was aware that at the preventative level, that is where we can prevent illnesses. We can do a lot of immunization, awareness. Those who are not always keen on scheme sum. You can listen to Radio TEF. I'm always there on the Thursday evening, talking about health-related issues. Radio TEF, I'm always talking about preventive health care. Since 2006, it was, I think it was 30 years, Radio TEF. I was with them ever since. That's why we are saying, this report also demonstrates a link between poor health and inadequate health care and economic prosperity. So primary health care has shown that we can manage to have a healthy society by preventing those illnesses, and the ICN attests to that. Because if our people are healthy, then the economy can flourish. And this economic report gives us an idea of how our health system is at current moment, so that we can reflect on how our health facilities are enabling the public to be at their optimum state of health to become maximum participants in the economy. If you go to that nobody clinic, it must have all the equipment. If you go to that Mankweng Hospital, it must be having all the equipment that will make sure that our patients are taken care of. If a patient stays for a short period in the hospital, we don't spend a lot on that patient, isn't it? It's only if we've got effective nurses, skilled nurses, well-equipped hospitals, and a resourced facility. Then we'll save a lot of money. Moreover, you know that our country, at the primary health care and some of the health services are free. Let us evaluate facilities, the ideal facilities. I've already talked about short stay in the hospital, patient getting their medications on time, and even the chronic patient receiving their medication on time. We want well-resourced and good equipment, successful deliveries, well-trained midwives. We must have well-standard incubators and neonatal units. Nurses must work freely without fear and with good remuneration. But those days are gone. Don't allow Florence Nightingale made it a point that this is a profession. And I can tell you, Google the characteristics of a profession. Nursing meets those properties. So thou shalt pay us. We want facilities in which nurses and other health workers, but I'm biased to nurses, they are working under safety conditions. At least we're okay in this country. We have got some labor laws that takes care of that. For example, Occupational Health and Safety Act. During COVID, I'm sure COVID, no mask scala bereka no inginyana scala dia inginyana. Because of Occupational Health and Safety Act, I was acting on this one. Employment Equity Act. It cannot be correct that because she's a female, she cannot be a manager. It cannot be correct because ki male nurse agas bereka ka maternity. It cannot be correct people to be discriminated unfairly so. We need adequate number of skilled nurses with experience and specialties. Let me warn the young nurses. The problem with nurses, young nurses, as you go into the profession, how to make humana first salary, if you can, you'll remember these words. Ka first salary enroll with an university before we trial. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Because it's difficult. When you've got a lot of accounts, they've got a lot of cards, come on. Lot of accounts. It's not easy to commit now to pay for UNISA or whatever. So before it gets to that, you must make sure that you further your studies. The government, especially Department of Health, need to do a thorough assessment of health system to gain better understanding of immediate and long-term needs in the workplace and their contribution towards economic power to care. This university that we are in now, needs to assess the training of nurses to produce nurses that are at an advanced stage of competence to meeting the needs of the society. Sister Matadi has said it all. That hele awatabat. Iskalaba awataka 99% theory. Ga fitla ka at a practical place. Because this is one of the things here to the primary health care. You know, when you work, I'm not having a problem with those that are working in hospital. But it reduces your innovation and your decision making. That's why I also share the sentiment with Sister Matladi, who's saying we must award those that are doing better in practice. Just imagine the patient has got dyspnea, you want to call a doctor. Yes, you can call a doctor, but have you put the patient in the position where entry will be facilitated? Can need oxygen is one prescribe you. That's why I went to the clinic myself. Some of the things really, they want a nurse that will take a decision. I can share one of the issues that, why am I saying primary health care is the way to go? Because if you want to talk about NHI that I'm going to speak about, it needs people who can take decision, a clinical correct decision. I was working in one clinic, Molepo Clinic. I think it was 1998, if I'm not mistaken. There wasn't any phone. I think I was among the first 10 people who were in a cell phone, and I wasn't a network. There was no area Moria. So my cell phone will only work when I was in Polokwane. And the phones, you see them on the pictures. When you want to call an ambulance, it goes first to the post office before they direct it to Mankweng. And I was having a patient who was bleeding. In labor, bleeding. The heart rate was not fine. And the car and it was at night. I had to take my just coat here white, ka beya diephules ka re a re vaeng. Ka tshwara 3 pisora tsa ma of Tlamankweng. In that car, we found the police mo koning ya Boeing. Ka tswa ka hempela ka diephules ka re tšeang number plate le tla boa le rengwala le emeng gana mo. Plus I had gloves with bleed, gloves with blood. Ka re le emeng gana mo le tla boa le rengwala. Then we went to Mankweng. And the child is alive. The mother is there. So we don't want necessary resign ambulance, resign doctor, resign pack ya kaika. Increase, what this university can do is to increase intake of students. That will help to remedy the gross shortage of nurses in this rural Limpopo. The reason why you see nurses always, for wrong reasons, in the social media, some of the causes is because of shortage. Some of the frustration is because of shortage. For now, if you can take nurses Bamo Limpopo, you give them extra 7 years now. You just say, Sister Mampa, let's add 7 years. Sister So-and-so, let's add 7 years. I'm telling you, 60% of those nurses will be retired. If it happens for 7 years today, it will mean we'll be left with 30% of nurses in this province. That's why the colleges and the universities must increase the intake of nurses if you want our country to be economically viable. This year's assessment and report suggested that effective universal health coverage could effectively save 60 million lives every year and further, adding at least 3.7 years to life expectancy. Universal health coverage, come South Africa, 2030 is a 2030 plan. If we want to reach there, we can only do that in South Africa if we implement the national health insurance. The problem with that, with NHI, it is now politicized. I agree that the political parties, it is an agai. I bet the political parties are short out. Politics, or short out, it's an Uganda chatling or Kianyalo, and Ogamo Hatlom political. No, you can't. How do you do that? So NHI is the way to accomplish universal health coverage. But where we are, with the snail pace that we are moving, chances are we might not be there. Because saving 60 million lives, just imagine this year 2024, but no, 2028. It's something. You can do something at 3 years. Isn't it? If you are not diagnosed earlier or renal diabetes, by the time you are diagnosed, organ failure has already chipped in and you will die younger. So that's why ICN is talking about economic power of care. A country that invests in healthcare is a country that invests in the health welfare of its society. Universally, there is an agreement that prevention of illness is better and cheaper than cure. South Africa is, though at a snail pace, is getting towards re-engineering the primary health care by preparing it towards universal health coverage. Department of Health, it's just that I don't see a lot of heavyweights back at Department Bolivia. I'll be addressing them. Because that is where they must come in. Preventive healthcare is predominantly nurse-led system. For example, outreach, school health, home visit, etc. This is a fact that the United Nations recognized, reaching the universal health coverage by 2030. It's one of the goals. For countries to achieve this, they have to increase the nursing working force in size. Because at least, if we have at least there are 70 nurses for about 10,000 people. At least that's an indicator. But currently in South Africa, we are at 46 to 10,000. We should be minimum at 70 to 10,000. Or kibe speed, or nubolabule stonga, tiambe chvenda, mutek big prat. What we are saying, for 70 nurses, there are 10,000 people that they must take care of. That is the minimum. South Africa is at 46. Next year it will be at 42. The other year it will be at 43. I mean at 39. If the government doesn't take care of this. That's why we're saying DINOSA is on record to be in full support of the implementation of national health insurance in South Africa. This means to achieve, as a means to achieve universal health coverage. The bedrock of achieving universal health coverage is championing health promotion to prevent citizens from getting sick as an investment and as a cost-saving control measure for the healthcare system. I want to conclude. The global economic experts who contributed to this year's ICN report confirmed that investing in healthcare saves money and investing in the health population could boost the global GDP to at least 12 trillion United States dollars, or 8%. GDP ke ba dileng di economy ke gross development, the gross what? Gross domestic product. So it will be boosted by 8%. Just imagine. So we are making a clarion call to our student nurses, health workers, and the community to adopt a healthy living, well-being, and disease prevention that I cannot overemphasize, comrades and colleagues. Health living standards. If you are a nurse, children used to come to ask me or Mara, what is it that it takes to be a nurse? I always say to them, you must start living like a nurse now. Now. If someone is injured, report. If you eat, before you eat, wash your hands. If you buy in a store, check for the expiry date. Make sure that we buy your vegetables where they're supposed to be. But just imagine a nurse. I'm not discrediting our hawkers, but just imagine a nurse buying this bright colored vegetable and fruits that are in the sun. If you have learned your microbiology and your science at first year, first year. If you didn't cram, if learning has taken place, it will tell you that the nutritional value of that tomato is gone. All what is left is just the taste. People are shocked. That's why we must prevent this at that level. We used to go to the communities, Ridi and Barke home visit. Our tutors at that time, they will know the village very well. They will know the problematic families. And if you are a problematic student like myself, they will send you to a family where there are hygienic and health hazard issues there. You find that the entire family is psychiatric patient. That's the family that I was allocated one day. They thought they were disciplining me. Unfortunately, they were sharpening me. So health living standards. Check your blood pressures, check your glucose, check your status. The last topic that I had with the radio station here was negotiation of a condom use. If you go and if they are recording, just go and check, ask Karao to give you that slot. It was, I think it was at 11 o'clock. Just imagine nurses are not outside, no, you look healthy, let's not use protection. And you expect to live 3 years longer. You can't. There are some of us in here who do not know their blood sugar. There are some of us here who do not know their blood pressure levels. There are some of us here who do not even know their weight. There are some of us here who do not even know their blood group. There are some of us here, they are not virgins, but they don't know their HIV status. So it must start with us, comrades and colleagues, so that we save unnecessary spending by the government to treat you. That money must create jobs. That money must build roads. Nurses should be assets that will promote healthy living, but it starts with you. Onotsana kai wa mona mamogolo o kwatišitše tša go no tšea tamati wa isegelela o no itetšo nkara o mmono o no re marakari is going to be subjected to temperature le makhura di virus le di bacteria di tlaswa. At least tell her to wash it before. Because the next time she will be giving your children the apple and that will be a problem. So it starts with you. Under investing in nursing education and the resultant low production of nurses will in future become part of the same problem that South Africa finds itself in. South Africa needs adequate number of primary healthcare trained nurses at clinics for prevention, early detection and treatment of diseases. Investing in nursing education and workforce will turn these things around to attain a sound economic growth, cost saving and healthy citizens who will contribute to the economy. South Africa is still far back from the expected threshold of 70 to 10,000 because we are at 46, I've already said. This needs a commitment and political will for the target to be reached. How can we do that? Increase the number of intake at this university and colleges. Let us abandon the current trajectory of gradual reduction of intakes annually before this country and the health system is in an irreversible conundrum of catastrophic shortage. Let us invest in nursing. Lastly, there is an element of nurses not taking care for each other. And I think your tutors are here. If we don't take care of each other, that's why we are always in the media platform. We are always in the papers. If you see a colleague or no, this colleague of mine is not adequately conversant or competent in this skill. Instead of telling the patient or no, you call that person and you assist them. Because tutors and sisters here will agree with me that most of the nursing council cases, if you listen to the statements that are written by patients, they are in a nursing language. The language there is more nursing than a layman's language. My treatment was TDS and it was due, Sister So did not give me. I don't think even an educated principal knows or not TDS or PRN Rauri unless it is taken on board. So, in these few words, comrades and colleagues, I want us as nurses today to reflect on ourselves, and I think there is a portion and an item dealing with that one. So that when we go back to our practice, our training, our practicals and our facilities, we must work together. That's why I like a slogan that says, Here kwana moyeng ahe, here kwana re tsa mehlolo, here kwana moyeng, here kwana re dira mehlolo, dinosa ahe, here kwana re dira mehlolo, manese ahe, here kwana re dira mehlolo. Here kwana moyeng, amandla, viva nurses, viva, viva student nurses, viva, viva University of Limpopo, viva, amandla. Thank you very much, program directors.
Mr. DJ, Mr. DJ, Rekwele manchua mahlwahlwa. Wadzale na before geria ketlo swara ke moya hore ke tle ke rinesi. Ebe ke nya go ba lawyer because ba para Jisuthu. Ba para Jisuthu ka kwa. Jwale ka ra marabana. Gape ke rata wa para Jisuthu. Mara nkatla ka ya para ka monesi. Vale ke a bona gore vale ja pariwa and re ja epiletso. Mara gore a tabe ngwa santse ke tle ke go etela ka yona ya gore ona le poloti o ishumisitseng gore o tsene je level tse jeng vale ke tlo go bona. O mpotsa ga bo. Ke a go leboga mswara marapo. Ke a go leboga keynote speaker ya rena re tla ntshwarela. George, I'll ask for apologies for this one. The next item is an item that was supposed to be rendered by the third levels. So I was just told that the third levels do not have an item that they will be rendering. And this means we will request who say which is the fourth levels to come and render 2 items for us. Mr. DJ, batho ba batla mo staging ba motivate ka go shengwe ba re sana mare na go ya tu to sana mare tate tekele. Kamu kahane, mana jana sana. Awa.
Good morning, viewers at home, and welcome to UL Talk Show. My name is Miss Malevo, and if you are new here, we are giving you a warm UL Talk Show welcome. And if you are a returner, we are saying welcome back. And also, I won't be riding or won't be sailing this ship alone. I'm with my co-host here, Miss Muyagabo.
Oh, hey, Malabu, beautiful viewers. My name is Moya Habo, and I'll be your co-host today. Please follow us on Twitter on UL Talk Show. Follow us on Instagram at UL_Talk Show and Facebook UL Talk Show. And also, don't forget to join us live. Send your comments on WhatsApp on 072-31547684. Thank you.
Thank you. As some of you may be knowing, today it's International Nurses Day, meaning we are celebrating nurses all over the world. Everywhere today, nurses are being celebrated. And I mean, it wouldn't make any sense to celebrate nurses in the building and actually not have nurses in the building. So you know me, I got you. We have nurses in the building. But before I can even introduce them to you, I'd like to introduce you to our beautiful audiences. Can you give yourself a round of applause? Thank you. So in the midst of our audiences, we also have nursing students from various universities. I'll also like them to just with a thank you. So you can sit down. Okay, as I've mentioned that we have nurses from various institutions. We have Nurse Chivasa here from Sechiro Hospital, and we also have Akosha Solopjani from Mangang Hospital. Okay, so nurses, as you're celebrating you today, can you just tell me a bit about this profession? What is this nursing profession and how did it come about?
Thank you, Ms. Malevo, and thank you for welcoming us. It's actually an honor to be here. So, as you said, we are here to talk about nursing. So nursing is a noble profession with noble traditions that are evolving over time to meet the needs of humanity. So I want us to date back into where we come from. So nursing actually began in the homes, whereby the family will actually take care of those who are sick and injured, until it was modernized by the women we are celebrating today, Florence Nightingale. That was 1845. So her treatment during the Crimean War actually set standard for nursing, how nursing should be practiced. So, however, in her era, there were challenges, like now we are still having challenges. But the challenges that were in the Nightingale era were those of overcrowding, because there was shortage of nurses. It's still an issue, but that is why we are here, isn't it? So, despite those challenges, she took pride in being called the lady with the lamp. Yeah, that is why.
Oh, the lady with the lamp. I like that. So what is this lady with the lamp? Can someone explain what is this lamp?
Thank you very much, Malebu. I am Sister Chibasa, as you've introduced me. I will be taking you through the meaning of the lamp. The lamp during that era, Florence Nightingale, it used to be a symbol for those who are keeping vigil over those soldiers who were injured during the Crimean War. But as time went on, the lamp became a more modernized symbol. It is now a symbol to show that you, as a professional nurse, you are willing to become light unto the others. It is a symbol which indicates that you, as a professional nurse, you are ready to become the eyes to those who can see, the ears to those who can hear, the mind to those who can think for themselves. You become the advocate, you become the comforter and the nourisher for those who can nourish themselves. When we talk about the lamp, we don't talk just about only the lamp. It goes hand in hand with what we call the nurse's pledge of service. This is what happens during the final year. Final year students, final year learner nurses, they have an event where they take oath. This is basically the making oath or pledging that they are willing to put the total health of their patients as their #1 priority. It also touches on factors about respect, human dignity, not being discriminative, not against religion, race, color, or social standing. That is basically nurses or learner nurses at the point making an oath that they are willing to provide the best nursing care. Thank you.
I like that you said they are willing to provide the best nursing care. So I'd like to know, how do you as nurses actually render that nursing care? Who's taking the question? Okay.
I like the fact that you brought it up. So in nursing, what we utilize is a tool that the nursing fraternity is familiar with. That is the scientific nursing process. So with the scientific process, it provides guidance on how to provide this standard, not the standard, but quality nursing care. So in this scientific nursing process, we've got 5 stages. That is the assessment, nursing diagnosis, planning, implementation, and evaluation. So in terms of assessment, that's when we're going to do a physical examination of the person who's seeking assistance. So from physical assessment, we're going to obtain the history, find out what are the aggravating factors, what are the alleviating factors in those terms. And then from that information, we're going to now come about a nursing diagnosis, that is an educated judgment using the information obtained. Then from there, we're going to plan, find ways in which we can alleviate the problem, we can actually relieve it. And then from the planning, we're moving to the implementation phase. So in terms of implementation, we're going to take the plans that were devised in the planning phase to put them in action. We're actually now going to provide the interventions. Then from there, we're going to evaluate. This is where we're going to check if all the nursing interventions were successful. If they were not successful, we restart again.
Okay, that is so nice. But I think also our presenters need to catch a breather. So I think we're going to go for an ad break and we'll take questions when you come back, because I can see our audiences would like to ask something. So we'll see you viewers after the break. Can now take comments from our socials. Ms. Miyahabo, do you have anything on your side?
Oh, hey, we have comments on our WhatsApp platform. Anonymous wrote to us saying, I wish Nursing Council can implement pre-trial before one partake in nursing profession, because we have many people who go to nursing for a check, for not what nursing is. We have many rude than good-mannered nurses. Thank you. And on Twitter, Tarullo2334 commented on Twitter saying, I'm a 4th-year nursing student from University of Johannesburg, and I appreciate the fact that the show today acknowledged this special day of nursing profession. I must say, the presenters brought an educative and inciting information. Thank you, I'm empowered. And the last comment is from Jabu23 saying, I'm glad to see nurses celebrate this day with pride. They own it. Big up, nurses.
Okay, so I think now it's time to take questions from our audiences. Do we have anyone who has a question? Okay, ma'am.
Thank you for giving this opportunity, Ms. Host. Speaking here is Tawile. So as I've heard from one of the speakers, the nurse, he mentioned something like there was nursing care rendered during the Crimean War, whereby Nightingale was caring for injured soldiers. So my question is, in this modern nursing, do you think there's a difference in the care that was rendered during that time and the current nursing care that's rendered? Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Who will be answering the question? Okay, Sister Chivasa.
Thank you, Tabile, for the beautiful question. To answer you, I can say there is a difference. During the olden times, there were lack of resources. And nowadays, when there's resources, you can go to a clinic, you can go to a private facility, you can go to a public facility. There you're going to find equipment. During the time, there was no such thing.
Okay, thank you. So do we have any other question? Okay.
Thank you. My question is, I heard one of the speakers saying that nursing is a profession. So I want to know, what do they mean by nursing as a profession?
Okay, what do you mean when you say nursing is a profession? I think we can give our nurses a chance to breathe. Anyone from our nursing students to take up the question? Thank you, Mr.
Thank you. My name is Nick from University of Limpopo. I'm a fourth-year nursing student. We say nursing is a profession because in order for one to become a professional nurse, they have to partake in a nursing training program for a period of full 4 years, where they learn about code of ethics, nursing ethos, and everything that a nurse has to do to be called a profession. And after completing the program, they go for community service, where they serve for the period of 12 months before they can be called a qualified professional nurse. So I think that is why they say nursing is a profession. Thank you.
Thank you. Do we have a question? Anyone who has a question? Okay.
Thank you for the opportunity. I'm Siwela VI. So, Sister Chiresa, I heard you mentioning something about prioritizing patients or the care of patients. So, I want to ask a question. In a situation whereby you have been rendering a service in a healthcare facility since in the morning from the AMs, and then now it's afternoon, it's time for you to have lunch. And when you look at the queue, it's still long. Patients are waiting for care from you. What do you do in that situation?
Okay, I think I'd also like to know as part of the public, what do you do when there's a queue?
Okay, thank you. I'll answer this question based on the Batupele principles. I'll only touch on 3. There's ensuring courtesy, openness and transparency, and then providing information. As a healthcare provider, I go to my patients, since I'm the only one, I go to tell them that I have been trying my best since morning, at least allow me a 30-minute break. That way, I talked to my patients, I provided information, I was open and transparent, and I did it in a respectful manner. That's if there's no critical situations or critical patients in the queue at that moment. Thank you.
Thank you. I think due to time, I can only allow one last question. So is there anyone who would like to ask? Okay.
Okay, thank you. I heard one of the nurses talking about a lady with lamp. And my question is, I want to know, as a community member, or is that a physical lamp that we all know, or is it is there any figurative meaning for that lamp?
Okay, who will be taking up question? Okay.
Thank you, Ms. Malebo. I'm student nurse K from Univen. I would like to answer your question. Yes, we are referring to they are referring to a physical lamp. This physical lamp, it was used during the Nightingale eras. It was used to lighten the dark rooms that they were providing care in. So nowadays, like she said, it is used as a symbol, this lamp. This lamp symbolizes a nurse. This nurse is a light to brighten the life of the patient. The ear to those who can see. The ear to those who can hear. The eye to those who can see. The the advocate to the unconscious, the comfort, like she said. Thank you.
Thank you so much. As I've mentioned that we are running out of time, Ms. Miarabo, do you have anything on your side? Okay.
We have received some comments from in our WhatsApp platform, by the way. Jabu 23 wrote, I'm glad to see nurses celebrate this day with pride. They own it. I think I mentioned this one, eh? Okay. Damulo Bila wrote, the first to receive life and the last to observe end of life. That's a nurse right there. Kanyisa Baloi wrote, nursing are hard workers, the backbone of healthcare. They deserve everything the universe has to offer. And Anonymous, this is the last comment. Anonymous wrote, next time invite the following personnels. SANC, which is the South African Nursing Council, which is the statutory body. Head of department from the University of Limpopo Nursing Department. And let me see. Yeah, I think they want information from these people. Thank you.
Thank you. So I guess next time when we're celebrating nurses, we'll have those following people here in the studio. So that's it from us as UL Talk Show. We thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next week at the same time, at the same place. It's not a forever goodbye. It's just a goodbye for now. So from us in the studio and from our audiences, we say goodbye.
Colleagues, a round of applause to the fourth levels, please. Please. Mr. Munyeki, we want to challenge you to say that can you invest on deliberations like this? Your office just need to come with the funds. We need to have something of this nature happening. Imagine having this hall packed with students from different faculties and having something of this nature, where that we are going to clarify the misconceptions about nursing. So I challenge you to say that after this event, you must come, we must just talk, and we must have an agreement to say how best are we going to achieve this. The fourth years, that was wow. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, colleagues. Allow me also to welcome other colleagues from other departments and faculties. I'm aware that we might be having colleagues from the School of Medicine. Are you here, colleagues? Colleagues from Public Health. And also to acknowledge colleagues from Marketing. We appreciate your presence here. Thank you so much. Mr. Jale.
Lesatabile. Awa. Alawana lagate. Ma first level lagaina. Ma first level lagai. Lagaina. Second level. Second level. Third level. Fourth level. Come on. Alright, re a leboga go menagane. Fourth levels has 2 items that is supposed to render, and bravo to the one that just rendered an item that was inspiring. So I'll allow the second group of the fourth levels. I heard that they are ready to come and show us the changes in the eras of nursing through the attire. And they are going to do a modeling or a walk that resembles that. So we should get ready for that. Mr. DJ, in the meantime, kekule Prof Bato kamo a requestile makhatsi are. So wakare makhatsi re skominyana fa. DJ, bamogela.
And dance, and please stand up. Feel free to.
Ke waka masogana ke waka walabi. Eh gape. A bela ba bang wa o tlang re plan tsa comseve go re na be re tope ka yona. All right, Mr. DJ, allow the first. Okay, everyone, re pala ba dule fase. A dule fase ka moka. Hey, go tsa bo pedi ke bothata gape. Hey gape. Okay, Mr. DJ, the first one.
Gray. Dresses became shorter in length, with white collars for more facility for wartime efforts. Capes and tippets were used to indicate the rank among the nurses. Dresses became more fitted, but still starched, stiff, and white. Long sleeves were substituted for short sleeves and belts. Here are your looks.
We were meant for each other, sure as heaven's above. We were meant for each other, to have, to hold, and to love. You, there's no one like you.
Moving swiftly along to the 70s and 80s. More color is introduced, but white is still most common. Dresses needed to accommodate the demand for comfort and practicality for use in wartime such as Vietnam. Oxford shoes were required. Women's pantsuits became more in fashion in the late 70s and early 80s. Here are your looks. 1990s and early 2000s. Scrubs are now required. No more Oxford shoes made out of more flexible cotton material. Tennis shoes are now the typical footwear of health professionals. Here are your first looks for the 1990s.
Situation they got me facing. I can't live a normal life. I was raised by the state, so I gotta be down with the hood team. Too much television watching got me chasing dreams.
For your last looks, Scrubs introduced the option to wear long pants instead of the traditional nurses' dresses. Scrubs are more comfortable, easier to wash, more practical, and trendier. Here are your 2K nurses. Let's take one last look at all your fashions.
Can we all stand up and give a round of applause? Can we all stand up and give a round of applause? Wow. Wow. Bravo, Pape. There are so many ways of articulating yourself. The issues of scraps. The issues of scraps. Stakeholders, we need to have a roundtable discussions about the scraps. Let's liberate our nursing students. Let's advocate for our nursing students so that they can comply when it comes to the clinical practice. Thank you so much, colleagues, once again. Mr. J.
Whoa, my fellow,
gape ke tša rena nako ela he e be le se gona ke na le bo prof Ramafoya kwa re a leboga jwatše ke nako ela wa ra tsena bale go meaning of the lamp. Meaning of the lamp re filwe fa motswadi wa re na ka moka le a motseba ke ma ke ma le na o ka ra le tsebo bala program akere aowa re filwe fa prof MA Bopape our HOD ra mo gopela ka pele o tswa ka kwa ga borena so DJ mo emediši ka lenyalo ka maredi aowa abo
ka moka ka moholong baeng ba rena ba go tswa Dinosa, our partners from Student Health and Wellness Center. Ke no re Student Center sa le ke tloela ke sa le ngwana sekolo ka so e re ke e ba leng botse our partners from Student Health and Wellness Center ba go emela ditleliniki bana ba rena ba media le ka moka ba leng gore a ska ba bitša ke a le dumediša. It is a very, very beautiful day, but to be honest with you, I am very, very much happy. Pelo ya ka e swana le mo ka bošweu. The reason being, nursing students, I am happy, I am proud. Leke ya meeting ke tla ya ke tsamaela godimo. Because today, tše di bolelwang ka lena, di tlo tsena ka mo, tša tšwa ka mo. You have proven ditaba tše ke di buang ka lena very wrong. You are knowledgeable, you have learned, you are learning, and you are very good. I am very, very much proud of you. Staff members from the Department of Nursing Science, can you please stand up? Colleagues, we are doing a very good job. And I'm very, very much proud of you. And thank you very much. Okay, I have said many things that I was not supposed to say, but because of excitement, I couldn't hold myself. So the purpose of me being here is to read the meaning of the lamp. I'm not going to say a lot about it. we have heard about it today a lot. We have seen the meaning of the lamp, and then mine is just to read it. More especially because there is no International Nurses Day where we will be celebrating, where we will be declaring our oath again and again and again without reminding ourselves of the meaning of the lamp. It was not just a lamp for Florence Nightingale, but it is a lamp with a meaning. So now I'm going to read the meaning. And for the students, can you please listen? I'm not referring to the level 4, I'm talking to the level 1, 2, 3. Can you please listen to the meaning? I know that the level 4s are doing this in class, they can interpret, they can analyze it. So I want the lower levels to listen carefully as I read the meaning of the lamp. So the lamp is a symbol of those who keep vigil over the sick. It is a symbol of philosophy of nursing profession, that those who nurse should be a light unto others. It indicates that you are prepared to develop your profession and to practice in the light of the sciences, which are the building blocks of nursing profession. It confirms that you are prepared to carry out your professional acts in accordance with the legal and ethical codes of your profession. It confirms that you are prepared to care for man in his uniqueness with knowledge and compassion. It is a symbol that indicates that you are prepared to be the following for those who need help, to be the eyes of the blind who are sick, the power of movement of those who cannot move, the hands of those who do not have the strength to care for themselves, the comforter of those who are alone or grieve, the nourisher of those who cannot eat, the protector of those who are helpless and those who are vulnerable, the mind of those who are unconscious, the one who has to hand off hazards threatening the sick. I mean the one who has to ward off hazards with threatening the sick. The intermediary between the doctor, other members of the health team, and the patient. The advocate of those who have who have health problems. I love this one more. It confirms that you as a professional nurse are prepared, as professional nurses are prepared to submit to the discipline of your profession. It serves as a proof that you are prepared to serve as a role model of your profession. Thank you very much.
Rea leboga. I want to believe that thank you, Prof. When Prof Bobabi was here, elaborating the meaning of the lamp, one of my lecturers, Prof Mochaji, she would come to class with a smile. You know, nurses, you should have this thing in your heart. That's Prof Mochaji. You'll meet her one day. She's one of the wonderful people. Yes. So I'm going to allow the choir to come and offer a rendition while they are still handing the lamps. Just make it snappy. The choir, you can ascend the stage.
DJ, while they are preparing themselves, give us a song, please.
Sile and I'll be introducing the choir. We'll be singing Butu, also known as Ubuntu, which translates to humanity starts with respect and appreciation. This relates to the humanity of Ubuntu, emphasizing the importance of caring for those who are in an absolute devastated situation with respect. Thank you.
Botobo semolaka, ditebogo le hlompho. Botobo semolaka,
Botobo semolaka, ditebogo le hlompho. Botobo semolaka, ditebogo le hlompho. Ariye, ariye, ariye.
kwaze kwamnandi kulo mhlaba angifuni ukuphuza masinyane angizudali ngishade ngihlale naye kwaze kwamna It's good, it's nice. Kwaze kwamna It's good, it's nice. Kwaze kwamnandi kulo mhlaba angifuni ukuphuza masinyane angizudali ngishade ngihlale naye angicela Nkosi ungangithathi ngisasemncane angifuni ukuphuza masinyane angizudali ngishade ngihlale naye kwaze kwamna La 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 la.
It's good to be here. What a beautiful rendition by the choir. Arba betele matsogo. Next on the program, we have the Nurses Pledge, and it will be rendered by Miss L.E. Manamela.
Indoni yamanzi lesisiphalaphala noma benzonda benzela amabala umenga ngithanda iboy endabalawa usuka sami ntombi enkalawa asemkhuluma njalo njalo oh njalo sengizokuthengela umbhambayo udule indaba zangakini khona uzongibona njalo 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 uzongibona njalo uzongibona thandala uzongibona njalo njalo sheshe ngizonobona ngisho awubithi le ntombi emhlophe ushikile isibhuka nyama mnandishini ngayiqhuba namanje siyekini phethe umbayimbayi sokama nabahle shaya iphelele labafana badile ngeke ukipite ungangijwayazi namashende wena kekizela ekhaya kumama tende otubula
Thank you, program directors. Special greetings to our guest speaker, Mr. Munyaki, and greetings to our two HODs from the Nursing Department and Healthcare Center. I also greet you, colleagues from the Healthcare Center and the Nursing Department, and all the support groups that we see in this hall today who are gracing our occasion. but mostly to the people close to my heart, my children, our nurses. Greetings to you all. I would like to ask you all to stand up. As we will be reading the Nurses' Pledge to support everything that has been said here since the beginning of this program. Please read after me. You have this pledge on your programs, and please don't call my name, call yours. It reads as follows. I, Lidile Edith Manamela, I solemnly pledge myself to the service of humanity, and I will endeavor to practice my profession with conscience and with dignity. I will maintain by all means in my power the honor and the noble traditions of my profession. The total health of my patients will be my first consideration. I will hold in confidence all personal matters coming to my knowledge. I will not permit considerations of religion, nationality, race or social standing to intervene between my duty and my patient. I will maintain the utmost respect for human life. I make these promises solemnly, freely, and upon my honor. I thank you.
Choir, there is a special request. Please ascend to the stage. Please, we are done with the Nurses' Pledge. Please kindly switch off your candles. Thank you. Yeah.
kwaze kwamnandi kulomhlaba angicela Nkosi ungangithathi ngisasemncane angifuni ukuphuza masinyane angibiza udali ngishade ngihlale naye kwaze kwamnandi kulomhlaba angicela Nkosi ungangithathi ngisasemncane angifuni ukuphuza masinyane angibiza udali ngishade ngihlale naye kwaze kwamna it's good it's nice kwaze kwamna it's good it's nice la 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 kwaze kwamnandi kulomhlaba angicela Nkosi ungangithathi ngisasemncane angifuni ukuphuza masinyane angibiza udali ngishade ngihlale naye kwaze kwamnandi kulomhlaba angicela Nkosi ungangithathi ngisasemncane angifuni ukuphuza masinyane angibiza udali ngishade ngihlale naye kwaze kwamna it's good it's nice kwaze kwamna it's good it's nice ta la 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 la
Awela ufuna ungoma awufuna ungoma ayasibangene siyayona awude ude kuleso njawa ude kuleso njawa kambula la makoma na matafa mina ufuna ungoma kambula la makoma na matafa mina ufuna ungoma aye ngizamile msela ngashona wanongoma ufuna ungoma ngijikile nkanja kamhlaba uyalingana ufuna ungoma
Thank you very much, choir. That was beautiful. It's like the entertainment, it's galore in this room. There's so much entertainment. And the first year, I think they've prepared a poem. Are you ready, first year, with a poem? You are ready. So DJ, just give us a song as they come to the stage to render us a poem. Thank you.
Good day. Standing before you is Sithole Ayanda. I'm doing first level, and I wrote this poem and I titled it, She Lives in You. A lady with a lamp, a heart shone through. In Crimea's dark, she brought hope through light. Florence Nightingale, a lady of great renown, pioneering nursing with a heart that wore a crown. With statistics and science, she made a huge difference. Improving sanitation, that was a crucial spark. In her writings and teachings, a lasting legacy remained. Inspiring generations in the nursing profession, her lamp was a symbol of hope in the darkest of places. Shone bright, illuminating our path with grace. Our modern nurses look up to her and they stand on her shoulders. And she stands tall and proud, with her spirit honored. We follow her lead with empathy and skill, healing the sick and caring still. Her influence extends far and wide, a true icon in our profession's pride. From the Crimean War to the modern day scene, Florence Nightingale's legacy will forever be seen. Her selflessness and dedication, an inspiration to all. We honor her memory and show that we truly care with every patient we touch and care for. For Florence Nightingale, a lady of great grace, will forever be the mother of our noble profession. For she had said, "Let whoever is in charge keep this question in her head. What can I do to afford for the right thing to always be done?" And as I leave you today, I leave you with this question. What can you do to make the difference that you want to see in this world? Because you are who is in charge of your patient's health. Make that change. It's never too late.
Play that song, play that song.
Pepa, Pepa. Pepa, Pepa. Pepa, Pepa. Pepa, Pepa. Pepa, Pepa.
Thank you, Mr. DJ. Thank you so much. Colleagues, we are almost there. Almost. Mr. Moleta Queen, right? Can you please ascend the stage? And then DJ, there is that pinile kya manyalo lon. I think in a Moleta Queen or something. Moleta Queen or Israel or something, yeah. So, can you give us that song so that he can come on stage, Gayone, please?
Muleta Israel, Muleta Israel, Aurorali, Aurorali, Yehovah Muleta Israel, Aurorali,
Thank you very much, program directors. Mine is not much, it's just to give the vote of thanks. Firstly, I would like to thank for our program directors for taking us through, and our members from the media, our colleagues from the Department of Nursing, led by Professor Bupape, colleagues from Student Health and Wellness, led by Sister Mamba, the member of DINOSA, Mr. Munyaki, our stakeholders from Department of Health, which was presented by Sister Matadi. With that, allow me to acknowledge and also give thanks to the following people who participated in our event. Sister Mabonda, I would like to thank you for opening our event with prayer that took us through throughout the event with the protection from the Almighty. And also like to thank Sister Mamba for giving us a word of welcome, and Sister Maunatala for giving us the purpose of the day. Not forgetting our first level student who gave us a very wonderful and educational play. And I believe the message from that play has reached the learners at high school and their parents, not forgetting the students who are already studying nursing. And I believe this play has reminded you why you chose nursing as cause of your preference. And also I would like to thank Sister Matadi for the message of support. And also thank our student from second level for such wonderful poem. Our keynote address, who is from the Dinosa, Mr. Munyaki, who also reminded us that prevention, treatment, health promotion, it can enable us, or it can enable our country for maximum participation in the economy, so that economic freedom in our lifetime can be realized. After I also support his statement where he said, government is one to emisha ka go lewa manese. It must pay them enough for the wonderful work that they are doing. If you realize nurses, then I will also thank the third level for wonderful and educational talk show that they've showed to us. And with that talk show, I wish the Department of Health, Nursing Department, the unions that represent nurses can organize such kind of shows with our local radios or TV, so that we can sensitize our community. And I also would like to give thanks to our students showing the evolution of nurses' attire. And also I'd like to thank Prof. Pape, the HOD of Nursing Department, for deliberation on the meaning of the lamp. Mr. Manamela for taking us through the Nurses' Pledge of Service. I would also like to thank fourth level student choir, and also give thanks to the remaining speakers. And I believe there's another item that you are waiting to hear, which is the item number 14. Most of you want to hear about it. And also, in advance, I would like also to thank Sister Mawunda, who will give us a closure. In that regard, in a closing statement, colleagues, allow me to say, community, please acknowledge the work of our nurses where you are. And by acknowledging nurses, the economic power of care shall be realized in our lifetime. Let's all say, we are the future. Nobody can stop us. We are the future. Nobody can stop us. I thank you very much.
Now we want to hear the announcement. How are we going to be served? Memanchai Nchai, can you please ascend the stage? Thank you.
Looking the bird, singing this
Sanbonani, Ninjani, Yane. All the speakers came here, they greeted in all languages, but I did not hear this one. Ow. Ngunis Sanibonani. They must know we are here. Okay, so mine is not much. I am here to bring you the good news that you've been waiting for. Yes, the announcement. I get it, we've been feeding our minds and souls. So it's time for us to go and feed our stomachs. So before I direct you there, I'll just like to say something. Nurses, let's take care of ourselves and our mental health. We have spoken, we have heard speakers talking here about how the department should award us and all that. And we should also award us ourselves by creating a healthy working environment for ourselves. Okay? All right. So for the staff members and our guests, we will be served at the staff cafeteria. So after our program directors have closed our program for the day, you will be ushered to the staff cafeteria for meals. And our fellow students, you will remain here in the hall. Our ushers and your student leadership will then serve you at the foyer. Thank you very much.